Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. This is going to be my Walking Dead episode 12 video. Just careful for spoilers if you haven't seen it yet. Saviors versus survivors. Anybody that makes it out alive gets some of Carol's cookies. Speaking of which, new round of the giveaway starts now. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. It's a $20 Amazon gift card. So here we go, top 10 WTF. Number 10, Carol is a mom. Just doing mom things, making cookies, doing some grocery shopping, doing laundry. My mom makes the best cookies. Just put them in your mouth, asshole. I love the way Carol is with this guy that she's in a relationship with. Speaking of which, WTF, when did this start? Do you think of me as a mother? No, you're definitely something else. All of Carol's scenes in the first half of the episode were super cerebral. How do you think it is that I do these terrible things? She's a mama bear, and bears will rip the shit out of you if you come for their cubs. And didn't you love how she put that last cookie on Sam's grave? Number 9, Lord and Savior Rick tries to sell the group and Morgan wants to bargain with Negan first. If they had actually run into Negan in this episode, I say that would have marked him for death. He would have been prime candidate for Lucille. But everyone's on board. You don't have to like it, you just have to do it. Rick is now in this rarefied air where he's a total badass, but it's hard to tell him from a villain just because he's so quick to violence. We gotta kill them all, that's how we survive, that's how we keep this place going. I love the way the show plays with visual metaphors too. Like you can always say Jesus saves because we have Jesus on the show now, but Rick is like the Jesus Christ figure here with his head in front of this giant cross here. He's like the evil Jesus or the devil in disguise. Number 8, WTF. Carol can't sleep, she starts writing in her journal. These are all the people, the markings are all about the people that she has killed. There's Karen and David, Lizzie and Mika. You start to see the emotional weight of the things that Carol has done. She's not a complete monster. I mean, she is the Terminator. Carol is totally the Terminator, but it's taking its toll on her. Which is why number 7, WTF, she refuses to let Maggie help when they need to. No, you're not going anywhere. You're supposed to be a different person. I think it all has to do with Maggie being pregnant. Were she not pregnant, yeah, they would have both come running. Number 6, WTF, let's grab us a fake Gregory. I love the way they line these fake walker heads up, and Rick just opens up on one of them like it's no big deal. Damn, these saviors are scary, but they ain't got shit on you. So casual, such a badass. Cannot wait to see what happens when Rick finally meets Negan. Number 5, WTF, Andy takes fake Gregory, gives him to the saviors. Shipbrain Needle Dick go down in rapid succession. One of my favorite moments, though, was when one of the saviors took the Gregory head and just started miming his mouth. Great use of walker puppetry. Lil bitch broke my nose. Cranking up the kill montage. Number 4, WTF. Rick kills the first one in his sleep, just nice and slow, like go to sleep forever. So hardcore, so intense. Number 3, WTF, actually the same type of kill, only Glenn lands his first real kill. Glenn has actually never killed an actual person before. And I love the way they played this scene because it felt so intense, like that other guy was gonna wake up before Heath could do it. You could definitely see on his face that he wasn't gonna be able to do it. But The Walking Dead is really great with the way it holds moments like that. You hold your breath, waiting for something to go crazy, and then as Glenn slowly sinks his knife into that guy too, you exhale. You're like, oh, thank God. And then he looks up at the board, at the collage of people that those two dudes have killed. Probably does not make him feel any better about killing those saviors in cold blood. Number 2, WTF, next big kill. Gabriel is a badass now, just reciting Bible verse all freaky Quentin Tarantino-like as he kills the savior. And number 1, WTF, Maggie and Carol get captured by the saviors. And if you didn't recognize the voice, that's Alicia Witt. I don't know if she's playing someone from the comics yet, but we'll find out next week when we hear her name. You might remember her from the last couple of seasons of Justified, but the big WTF now is should Carol have let Maggie go to help? Pregnant Maggie, who probably shouldn't have gone in the first place. And based on the teaser for next week's episode, sounds like she's going to be holed up captive with the saviors for a little while, whether or not we actually run into the main group of saviors. What we've seen is really only the communications tower, and that's probably just a small portion of them. So let me know in the comments, what was your favorite moment? Actually, forget that. What was your favorite kill in this episode? Did Glenn have the best kill, or did Gabriel have the best kill? I would say Gabriel's was more badass, but Glenn's was more intense. Cookies for everyone now. I felt like even though not a whole lot happened in this episode in terms of plot, like they didn't really push this Savior's plot forward that much, the pacing and the intensity was totally on point. And I always love when they mess with the intros, like they use that really happy music over Carol's mom montage with moments like her splattering walker blood all over her white blouse, like, aw, nuts. So it manages to both be a hilarious episode and crazy WTF at the same time. That is The Walking Dead when it's at its best, when you alternate between laughing and screaming. The real debate that I think most people are having now is Rick a bad person, and would Morgan's plan have worked, trying to bargain with Negan? They probably would have had the same deal as Hilltop. Give us half of everything and we won't come after you. If you've read the comics, you know some of the terrible things that Negan does. Please use spoiler tags if you want to talk about them specifically in the comments, because it doesn't just end at giving half your supplies. Negan is also the world's best bully. The way the producers describe the TV show version of Negan, and it's also kind of true of the comic book version, is that he is the perfect bully. He's charismatic, he's funny, he's not an idiot. It's very easy to dismiss bullies that are total idiots. It's way worse when a bully is super funny and super compelling. He really is, for all intents and purposes, the diametric opposite of Rick, the evil Rick. Very good looking, very charismatic, very funny when he wants to be, but Negan doesn't have any kind of aspirations like Rick does. Rick wants to help people, he wants to create a life for everyone. Negan doesn't care about any of that, and it seems like what everyone's thinking is that we won't see Negan till the last episode, but the producers did say that he might show up sooner than that, so I am pumped. Everyone pray to Jesus. Which reminds me, congratulations to this week's giveaway winner. Anna B, you win a $20 Amazon gift card. Be sure to private message me on the back end of my channel so I can get your contact details. Everybody go eat some cookies now. It's actually Girl Scout cookie season right now, so some of you might actually be eating cookies as we speak. While you guys wait for next week's video to post, you can click here to learn all about my favorite Game of Thrones foreshadowing moments. Game of Thrones almost back, and you can click here to learn all about the deleted scenes, the bonus features on the Star Wars DVD that's coming out soon. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.